It is Fluffy Fro here with another video. I am currently about to start editing another video because I just edited one yesterday. And well, I'm starting this on my lunch break and then I'm probably not gonna finish because there's only 30 minutes left and I also haven't eaten yet. But I wanted to start this video because I started making Christmas gifts. Technically, I didn't know I started making Christmas gifts until yesterday, but that's what this video is gonna be about. Let me put my camera down so I can show you what gifts I've already started or made. So basically I've made, if you watched the last few videos, because I think I will be posting these in order, like I am actually that's not even true, because the one I'm about to edit was filmed before and in between the video I just posted, but hopefully the rest of them will be posted in order and you get a gist of what's happening. So basically I made a bunch of hats in the last two videos, because one was a weekend in the life and then one was a week in the life, and these are the hats that I made in that video. So I decided that because I've had hats listed for a while now and no one's like about the hats, like I decided that it wouldn't make sense. Like I am gonna still list some of these, but it's like at the same time it's like I don't know if anyone's gonna really buy the hats, so let me just use some of these as gifts. So the ones that I'm thinking about using are actually these two. Thinking of giving one to my uncle and one to my stepdad, but yeah, that's my thoughts so far. I might make more hats as well. And then right now I'm currently working on this scarf for my boyfriend's mom, because she commissioned a cardigan for me last year and I still had this big old skein of yarn left. So I was like, yo, I have no business with this yarn. Like, it's just been sitting here taking up space. I have no business with it. So I was like, let me make her a scarf and give it to her. And to be honest, I'm like, this scarf is like, I think it's halfway done, because like you really want it to be really long. Like, yeah, this is like halfway. So I need to do like literally another day's worth, like this much, and probably get the right amount, which I still think like it feels like there's gonna be a lot left. I also made a hat out of this yarn, not like a good one. It was like pretty oversized. It was when I was just like trying to, because I didn't make hats in the rounds for a while, so like that was like my first tester into like the pattern of what to do. So I also have that, which I was thinking I could undo and make a new hat, but I'm thinking we'll see how much yarn is left in that skein after I'm done with this scarf, because then I wanna I'll just make a hat out of that, because I just want to get rid of the yarn. Like that a hat that I didn't like, I put with my stuff that I'm donating. So yeah, it's after work and I decided that I'm watching Anaya Leanne's video about Craftmas, and I was like, we are having Christmas at my cousin's house and they have a fireplace. It is not in our family traditions to do stockings, but I was like, I could make some to put on their fireplace, right? So I have this ivory yarn, which I'm like, I could definitely get a stocking out of that. I have this yarn, which is reddish. It does have some other colors, but I'm hoping it'll pass because I don't really have that much red yarn. And to be honest, the red yarn I do have, I don't know if I want to use that for this. I might. Actually, I might. And then I have this scraps from the hats that I made last week, from the cardigan that I also just posted a video about. Well, tomorrow it's gonna be posted. And then if we're going on the yarn cart, they're falling all over the place. But anyway, I also have this. So I love this yarn. Karen, cotton. No. blossom cakes. And then this is the Karen Simply Soft yarn. So I could definitely get one out of this. And I have other greens like, oh, like I have the Karen Simply Soft in this green as well. So it's like I could probably make some. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to be using, I don't know if I want to use this one specifically, honestly, but it did give me the gist of how to make it. So this one is by MJ Off the Hook. Yeah, so I'm like, she's doing it in a moss stitch, and that looks pretty easy. Like, I think I might want to try this, but it's not really like a full-blown tutorial. It's kind of just watching her do it, but it doesn't like break down the steps. So I'm like, okay, that means I gotta figure out how much increases to do at the beginning, you know, to get what size I want to get and all that jazz. So I'm gonna go Zura and we'll come back and see if we got something. I don't know, I want to start with this, but I'm like, this is not enough. So I think I'm gonna start with this. I also didn't get that far on the scarf. Like, it's still pretty short. Oh, actually, it's a little longer now. So, did I just zoom in? I did not zoom in. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, it's getting there. It's getting there. I still want it to be a lot longer. So, we'll worry about that later. Because that's an easy, you know, I would like to finish it today. But I'm not going to push myself. Ooh, because I know there's going to be extra yarn left. Let's put some tassels on it. I think she will like the tassels, so I'm gonna put the tassels. So yeah, all right, let me go and try and make that with this, and then I really want to use this to make it, but we'll see how much of this it takes to make it, because this is barely anything. I don't even think this could make a hat. Like, I don't know what this would really make in terms of things I usually make. And then this, like, I don't think I'm gonna end up using this. I also have a whole cake of this, so it's not that it's not enough. It's just because of the pinks, it doesn't feel red enough. And since I have this, I haven't used it. Like, I really bought a lot of the Simply Soft that I have to make flowers, and I haven't sold any of the flowers that I've made, so it's like, yeah. The bucket of flowers is over for running. If people want flowers at the end of the day, I'll keep making them, but nobody wants them right now, so I'm gonna make that into a stocking. And then this I have more. Like, I have another cake, so I have enough of this green. I also have a little scrap, so there's definitely enough green of this green. And again, this green was specifically to make for the flower stems, so we're gonna be using our flower powder to make some Christmas powder today. Today is Wednesday. Was yesterday Tuesday? Yes. Anyway, this is the stocking. I am abandoning this project because this is how much yarn I have left. And also, I don't like how it's coming out. Like, it has a weird shape. So I'm gonna keep working on this scarf. I did like maybe 2 rows today, so I haven't done much. So I'm gonna work on that. What's gonna be the next Christmas project? I don't know, but making stockings is not a like scrap yarn project. That's a whole skein project. Like, so we have no idea. First Christmas gift that I'm officially like making is finally done. Oh, I'm like, will you stay? Don't fall over. Okay. This is the scarf. It's extremely long. There is no more of the yarn in the skein left, and it didn't even finish a row of single crochet. So I'm still debating if I want to add what do you call it, tassels, because I told you that I had a hat that was oversized that I made out of this yarn already, so which I was just gonna donate. So now I'm gonna probably not today. I don't know if I want to do it today. Like, a part of me wants to do it today, but this is red heart yarn and it does not feel good on the skin. It does not. So I'm definitely gonna have to wash this before I give it to her, because like I need to dip that in some fabric softener so that it actually like feels good, because that does not feel good. But what's next on the radar? Like, I thought about so many things. Like, Cameron Kane made a video the other day making like origami, and she used like the fluffy yarn to make this reindeer, and I was like, oh, it looks so cute. And she also made this a different fluffy yarn to make a ferret, and I'm like, the yarn she used to make the ferret, I kind of want that yarn to make something. Like, I think a nice cute little bunny would be what I would want to make and give that to somebody. I'm like, I have a friend who has a baby, so I could either mail that to her or I could give it to a family member. I don't know who and who. There's a lot of people to give gifts. So yeah, trying to figure out what to give them though, that's the real thing. The youth these days, they're very picky. Like, my niece's birthday gift list, I was like, essential hoodies, essential pants. I was like, bro, these kids these days, that's all they want is essential. There's like certain hot topic brands that, like, if you go into high school, you just see every single kid wearing the same thing, and you're like, bro, you don't wear uniform at this school. Why are you guys wearing all the same things in just different colors? So the youth, it's hard to shop for them if they don't tell you what they want. And also, I don't want them to tell me what they want, because their budget, what they want, is just like way out of my budget. I'm like, no. So now I gotta figure out what else to make. I'm like, I don't think I want to make any more hats. And I don't know who else would want a scarf, so I gotta go thinking, because a lot of the yarn that I have is not enough for like bigger things. Like, one person I was thinking about making a cardigan, but I was like, yeah, if I do that, that's gonna take a while. Like, I mean, yeah, it's December 3rd, but a cardigan, like, unless I get really locked in, it's gonna take a long time. But I was thinking about making like a raglan one, because I was like, the issue with the raglan was I didn't know how to size up. She's skinny, so the sizing wouldn't actually be that difficult for a cardigan for her. So I was thinking I could do that. And I'm also whenever I think that thought, I keep eyeballing the yarn that I bought for my cardigan that I plan to make for myself. And I'm gonna have to tell myself, no, you bought that yarn for your Cascade cardigan by Cali Threads. I am going to make that cardigan eventually. I bought the pattern, so now all I have to do is make it. But because it's like Christmas time now, I was like, let me hold off on making myself something and try and make something for other people, since, you know, it's the beginning of the month, so I'm just like, there's still lots of time. So it's like, technically on the list we have 3 things on: 2 hats and a scarf that I know for sure who they're going to allocate it. It's just about figuring out everybody else, because some people are probably not gonna make them things, just gonna buy something. But either way, I still don't know what to get them, you know. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. It is 11, and I randomly decided, I was on Michael's website trying to pick out a yarn that I want. But I was like, it's a fuzzy yarn. I think I mentioned it earlier. I don't remember. But it's yarn you'd get at Michael's, and I was like, I have a voucher, so I was trying to figure out different yarns to get at Michael's to use the voucher. And I was like, I want to make this rabbit. So I was like, wait a minute. After putting the yarn in my cart, and it would only be $2 for the 2 skeins. But I have this Just Yarn, Premier Just Yarn teddy yarn that I got from Dollar Tree. So I started making the bunny. These are the ears. I'm about to go do my Duolingo before 12 o'clock, and then I'm gonna keep working on it. I have 3 skeins of this blue, I have 1 skein of white, and I have 1 skein of black. I'm hoping to see how much I can get done with 1 skein. Like, if I can make the whole thing with 1 skein, I'll make a white one. I would say a black one as well, but first of all, no, I do have colored safety eyes, but the real issue is I already used some of that black to make a headband, so yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna keep making it. It's gonna be pretty small, looking at how the ears are, and the ears seem like the biggest part of it. I'm gonna post the pattern in the comments because it is a free pattern on Instagram. And the pattern they use chenille yarn or like that fluffier thick yarn to make it, so obviously their bunnies are a bit bigger. So I don't know how small this bunny is gonna be, but it's gonna be a small bunny, especially since I'm working with a 4.5 for the ears, but they said to us you're supposed to use a 4mm hook for everything else. So the ears, you were supposed to hook size up your hook, so it's gonna be a pretty small bunny, but it should be cute. And like, look how fuzzy it is, so I'm excited. Ladies and gents, we've got a rabbit. I did not follow the pattern exactly, not gonna lie. It's 12:37 a.m. now, so yeah, and this is how much I have left from one full skein. So I have two more of these. I have this. So I'm thinking that I could probably make a black one. My only issue is the eyes. These size eyes are the second largest eyes that I have in that pack of eyes that I have. I wanted to use colored eyes, but they're just like maybe a millimeter smaller than these. So I don't love them. And also the pattern, it may be a good pattern. I don't really know since I'm still just learning how to read patterns. But yeah, once I got to the body portion, the number counts went out the window, and then I forcefully got them back on track for the head. Now, do you think I followed the pattern exactly? No, but the ears, the arms, the legs are mostly the pattern. For the ears and the arms, the ears, the numbers were off. Like, it was like the max you're supposed to have of stitches is 18. The max I had was like 16. So, I don't know what kind of math I was doing, but I definitely missed an increase somewhere, is what I'm thinking, but it doesn't matter. It looks good. It's proportional, cute. Thinking about I was thinking about adding, cause I also have noses in that pack of safety eyes. Thinking about adding one of those noses, but nah. I think I might just embroider one on tomorrow. But yeah, it's done. It's cute, and I still don't know if I'm gonna give it to somebody yet. Oh yeah, it has a little tail as well. So I'm definitely gonna make a white version of this as well. I don't know if I'm gonna make the black one though. We'll see. Cause I feel like I should have enough to make a black one. Home from I did I did a little Michael shopping because I told you guys that I wanted the yarn, and honestly, like, it's cute, right? But like, a part of me is like, kind of looks like a towel. You know, this material kind of looks very towel-esque. So I think I might take the rest of it and like make like little dishcloths for the kitchen or something. Um, but I got some yarn, so let me give you a little haul. I actually got something else, but I don't see it over there, so I'm gonna have to go look for it real quick. But I got the Lion Brands Feels Like Bliss yarn. I got this one in the color. What color is this? I feel like I should. This is Sterling. Arrogant Sterling. Nice. And then where's it? Oh, I was like, I just picked it up. I got another one. This one is a green one, so that one's like more silver gray, and then this one's a green, and this one is in the color sage. Oh, you know, it's Sterling. That's the color name. I was reading the other language as well. And then I got some more Lion Brand faux fur. Because I wanted to make so this one is color ivory, and this one is in the color Gold Frost. So I got them because I wanted to make the reindeer that Cameron Kane made, but she made that reindeer with from a pattern that you have to pay for. And like, I already paid for two patterns and I haven't used them yet, so I'm like, I don't want to buy another pattern. It's also Christmas time. Buying the yarn costs money and all that jazz. Like, I just don't have extra money to spend right now, especially like, especially since I don't know if somebody actually is gonna want that reindeer. So as a Christmas gift, because I'm like, I don't even know who to give this bunny to. I'm just making things and hoping that I'll either find somebody I want to give it to or sell it. They were literally right there. They were literally right there. But anyway, these are the bells. They're the craft or Cratology Christmas bells. These are also what I got. These also from Michael's. I really just want the regular ones. I don't really want the glittery ones. But I didn't, like, I was on a mission to get in and get out, so I didn't check if there were even another option of bells other than these ones. These were the smallest ones I saw. So, I have a lot more bells than I really actually wanted, but that's fine. Anyway, it's time to do my Duolingo. I think the last thing I'm going to make in this video is probably going to be that dare. And then we're gonna do a part 2 video for some other Christmas gifts, because some other ideas I'm starting to think about is like, I wanted to make myself a finger knit blanket, but I couldn't justify spending money on burlap blanket yarn right now. But I was like, if it's for a Christmas gift, I could, buy 10 skeins to make a nice size little blanket. At the same time, like, I don't know if somebody would want that. Like, like finger knit blankets are like good. Like, they're really cute. So I would hope that they'd want it, but yeah. So I would want to make that for my aunt, and then I still have so many people on my list, and it's like oh, this is not the right. That's my cooking list. So I still have one of my aunts. She told me what she wants. It's literally an air warmer. Just gotta pull out the central. So that's gonna be in probably that second video of me making that air warmer. I have to figure out something for my mom, my sister, my cousin, his girlfriend, and then my my other aunt is where I'm like, it's the blanket, So hopefully by the time I'm ready to film that video, I got an idea of what to do. I know that I'm making a rabbit for... Oh, actually, maybe... We'll make 2 more things in this video, because I think I want to make the other rabbit. And then, I want to make for my friend's baby. And then the other one, the deer. It's just, I don't know who I'd give it to. Like, I just know it's going to be cute. That's the thing. And, like, it's going to have the same size eyes as this. And I think doing this kind of eyeliner thing really does make our groomy animal just look even cuter. So I'm excited to do that, but I think I want to start with the rabbit just because I've already made that pattern before. It's a free pattern. Let me just... I don't even think it's in this folder. I'm like, I keep... This clip is so long, but I want to show you. So I'm going to show you what that rabbit pattern looks like. So this is what the pattern looks like. So as you can see, this rabbit has a nose. I gotta add a nose to that rabbit. Okay, so I'm gonna do that right now, since I think it's because I stopped making it at night, so I didn't even think about the last page, which has all the like details about what to do. So I'm gonna go add a nose to that rabbit, and then we'll probably start the second rabbit, because the nose just makes it look so much cuter. So I want a cute looking rabbit. I added the nose. I think that's all I'm gonna add to this rabbit. I think it's just I'm not saying it's a boy rabbit because it's blue, but it's a boy rabbit because it doesn't have the cute eyelashes. If I slick on some eyelashes, it'll be just like Blue from Blue's Clues, okay? But it's not. And it's because of the eyelashes that I don't feel like putting on. Alright? Just so you know. Cute. Fear Karen came because she made this look easy. Can you see any stitches? Kinda. It's a lot worse than the other yarn. This is why I practiced. That blue yarn was definitely practiced for this. I can kind of see them, but it's like, you know, this is hard. And I'm even using a stitch marker. For those other two, do not use a stitch marker. For most things that I make, I don't use a stitch marker. Like even these ghosts did not use a stitch marker. So it's gonna be interesting when we get into other things. But I think, like, a part of me is like, damn, I should be putting stitch markers into everything. But I think I can figure it out. I think I can figure it out. I was just a little bit flabbergasted to see this. But this is warm up for using the other one, because I know for sure I won't see those stitches. I've used that yarn to add lining to multiple things, like trim to multiple things, and I just stick it in and pull it out. Like, I don't know if those are actual stitches or not, but it's gonna make a new stitch, you know? Like, I've never done like 2 rows. It's just I put it into the base product has stitches I can see, but like when I'm closing it, so we'll see how my bunny comes out with this. I finished the first ear. Something I noticed is this yarn is like so balloony. I'm like, these ears are not flat at all. It's like a little balloon. There's no stuffing in here. Anyway, I sealed it off, closed, and also I was trying to figure out why when the first time I did the pattern, like the numbers, the counts were off. It's because I was reading it wrong. Like it will say half double crochet increase, but when I read it the first time, I read half double crochet, and then increase. So I was putting in 2 half double crochets and then increasing instead of half double crochet increasing. So now this one actually matches the numbers, and I was like, I'm learning. She went on a little secret. The second ear is bigger than the first ear, and I know exactly why. Because I couldn't remember if I did 2 rows of 18 stitches or just 1. And now that I've done the second ear, I just did 1. There was supposed to be another row after that. So yeah, it's 1 row shorter than it should be. And it's just crazy because it was just, I got distracted in the moment. So the ears are going to be different sizes, and hopefully that's not too noticeable. What I will do is when I'm attaching it is like stretch it out a little bit more here and like tighten it up a little bit more here. So we'll see if it works. We'll see. It's all in the pattern. Like, you just follow the pattern, and it'll all work out. But I didn't finish like the face or anything, but look at it. It's so cute. Listen. Do you hear that? Yes, I put 4 of these in there and in the head, because I'm making it for a baby, and obviously they won't come out. But I'm like, that was a rattle. She has 2 dogs, so I'm hoping that the dogs don't try to steal her rabbit. But it's so cute. And I haven't even put the face on it yet. I'm just like, I followed the pattern. I did make a mistake in 2 rows. No. In 1 row and the ear. But obviously, can you see the difference between the ears? No, you cannot. Because I told you I was going to fix it when attaching it. So that's exactly. That's exactly what I did. And I'm so happy. I'm like rattling. Oh, and watch when I put the face on it. So I am going, I wish I had put more stuffing in the head, but at the same time, the issue with that would be it makes less noise. Like the stuffing dulls the sound, so that's why I didn't put too much. And it's still fluffy. It's just if you squish it, it's gonna look squished. So yes, and look how hippie the rabbit, like these rabbits got hips, you know. So I can't wait. I don't know if I should put bows on it, like a little green bow, because the mother's favorite color, my friend, is green. So I'm like, maybe. I don't know if her daughter will. The baby's not even a year old. Yeah, she's not a year old yet. She's only 9 months. So yeah, I'm just so happy, so proud. So it's time to go eat because I'm hungry. It's 9 o'clock. So it's I already ate dinner. It's, I don't know what to call it. It's not a snack though. It's gonna be a meal because I'm hungry. But yeah, so cute. So I'll come back later. Well, I don't know. I'll eventually have a face. That's what I meant to say. Eventually, this bad boy will have a face. So listen, it's just so cute. Even without a face, it's so cute. I just don't know how to make the eyes, because I was just gonna crochet a little circle and attach them, but I'm like, we'll have to play around with the different yarns. I'm thinking of using this yarn in black to make the eyes, just because it's also kind of a fuzzy texture. That way it like blends in a little better, even though they're two different kinds of fuzz. But I'm like, yo, happy, joy, happy, joy, happy, joy. Wow, okay. I was like, why is this one not flipping over? But it's because this one was the longer one, so it's attached in at a different spot than this one. So this one's a little bit more floppy, floopy. It is finished for now. Look how cute. I hope it's cute. Like, I think that it's okay. It's just the eyes are so menacing. I did try adding some pupils, but it still looked menacing. So I added the eyelashes, and I think that should work. I hope she likes it. If not, I'm so sad. Because I'm like, the safety eyes are just not meant for a toddler. So, another rabbit completed. Although I think this one I want to add bows to the ears, but I don't know which yarn to use to make the bows. If I should just use regular acrylic yarn and make some cute bows or what, but I want to add some bows to it. Maybe I should use the color that I use for the nose. Maybe. Like maybe they were too big. I don't know. I don't know. I think I could like trim them up maybe a little bit. But yeah, this is the complete rabbit. I started the deer and I'm gonna need more yarn. I think I need 2 more skeins of this because I'm on the head, and as you can see, oh my gosh, is it because of my computer? I'm on the head, and as you can see, it's almost the size of my head. This is gonna be a big plushie. I did not realize that. Like, I know that this is thicker than the ones at the Hobby Lobby one, but I didn't realize that it would make such a significant difference. I'm like, what is it focusing on that it's keeps going in and out? But anyway, yeah, it's huge. And also, I'm still not loving the top because they're like equal. They're the same, but they should be opposites. So it should be a mirror reflection. But I followed the pattern, and so I don't know. I mean, I can always go back and change it because obviously I can't finish this because this is all the yarn that I have left. So it's like I could finish the head, but if I don't like something, I might as well go back and fix it because oh, and I did end up buying the pattern, like, because I was like, all the ones that were like on the tutorials that were on YouTube, I was like, I really want this deer. I'm glad I didn't put myself on a yarn buying ban. Right now I'm about to go to Michael's, get more yarn for my deer. I did redo where the white part is, so I'm not like back to where I was, but it is a line now. I did mess up the pattern because I put it in the wrong stitch. Because with working with this fluffy yarn, you have to feel the stitches, so sometimes a stitch will feel empty, but sometimes it's a stitch you just put something in. So I'm working, learning curve there. But I just figured out two other Christmas gifts, so that will be the next video. But I'll tell you what they are now. One is gonna be a replica of my cousin's girlfriend's dog, and then the other one is gonna be the blanket for my aunt. I figured out. I asked my sister if she thinks she would like it. I might just ask my mom on the way out too, but she was like, I don't see why she wouldn't like it. So I was like, all right, you're right, you're right. Why wouldn't she like it? Like a blanket, you know? So, and she also crochets a bit, not like to the extent that I do, because she's busy and whatnot. But so she does understand the concept. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out how much skeins to get for that blanket though, because it's gonna be a lot. I went to Michael's. I was planning to film, but unfortunately, there was just a lot of people there, and I'm like, I guess it's Saturday, so like it makes sense, but like at the same time, I was like, dang. And I actually had to go to two Michaels because the first one didn't have the yarn. I completely forgot. The whole reason I even bought one skein was because there was only one skein at the time. So, yeah, so let me show you what I got at the first Michaels. So it's a lot of yarn. Actually, I won't show you everything. I have, for the first Michaels, I got this yarn. This is to make the blanket for my aunt. I'm gonna make a finger knit blanket, so it won't take too long. You'll see that in the next video of me making it. And I got 7 of these from that first Michael. I got this because I was like, oh well, if they didn't have the other ones, so I was like, oh, let me get this. But then I placed a pickup order at a different Michael's location, one I've never been to before, and I still bought this anyway. So I might make another deer or another creature, maybe a teddy bear or something else, with this yarn. So I got 3 skeins. I'm like, I definitely have 3 skeins of this yarn. Anyway, they're somewhere in the other skein. Actually, the other skein might have fallen out in my car, so it is what it is. And then I got these brown safety eyes. These are the loops and threads safety eyes, craft eyes, 18mm. I got this red ribbon celebrate. I got this red ribbon. I got this pink one. Can you see it? This pink one. I think they're all the same brand. And then this white one, so that like if I want to add bows or whatever to the different, like I definitely want to add bows to that rabbit. So I think that instead of crocheting a bow, a ribbon bow would look cute. And then some polyfill. I got 20 ounces because it was like a $1 difference between 20 ounces and 12 ounces. And I was like, 8 ounces for $1? Sure, I'll take it. And then, yeah. So the fact that I only have 5 right here means 2 definitely fell out in the car. So we'll have to worry about that when I go back outside. And then at the second Michael's, I got another 3 of these Bernette blanket yarns. I don't think I mentioned that these are the big frosted. So got myself another 3, so in total I should have 10. And then I bought this one with this stuff that I bought. Along with these, I got some more Feels Like Bliss to make a dog. I got this one in the color Sand Dollar. I got 3 what are these? Whites. And I got a slate. So I got these to make the dog for my cousin's girlfriend. And then these were the two that I did the pickup order for. And then I also decided to just get two more of the brown 18mm eyes. I was hoping that maybe this other Michaels would have had at least two, but I mean 20mm, but they didn't show. That was unfortunate. I'm on to my third, well, I'm about to be on to my third skein yarn. This is the body. Look how big that is. I'm like, I hope I didn't show too much of the pattern just now, but anyway, the fact that it's standing up by itself, I'm like, yeah. So it seems like I didn't need to get the extra skein yarn because I was like, oh, I need two more. So it seems like it's about 3 of the brown and then obviously the white, which the white I already had. I haven't even touched the skein of white that I bought with the original brown yet because I already had white, like as I mentioned, that I used to line my hats. So I am going to go grab my other skein to tie onto this so I can finish this up. I think I'm getting close to being done. I'm on the body, and then after the body, you got the chest, and then I already did the tail because I was like, I had a little leftover from that first ball, and I was like, let me just use that for the tail because the tail didn't need a lot of brown. And then like I used the rest of that after I did the tail to sew on the or crochet on the legs. You're not sewing anything, but I'm just like, I'm trying to, yeah, the next thing is white. The chest and the nose piece look white. The ears, did they do 2 different color for the ears? Hold on. I'm like, what color were the ears? I think the ears were both colors. Yeah. So I don't need too much of more of the brown. Like I'm almost basically done with the body. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna end up needing the 4th skein. Like I think the 3rd skein is gonna be it. It is now time for the big reveal, although you can already see it. Look at her. She's big. Bigger than my head. And look at her feet. She can stand on all 4s, which, let me see if I can show you. She can stand. She can lay. Isn't she great? I ended up using the Feels Like Bliss yarn to make the antlers, just because I didn't feel like using the same loops and threads yarn that I use for the, I guess, hooves and nose. And then I don't know if you could tell, but of course her head is a little bit more like she's looking sideways versus forward, which like as I was sewing it on I kind of noticed, but it became more obvious like when I put on the ears and the nose, and I was like, dang. But there's like, obviously you could fix it, just unsew it, resew it, but sewing it on was a hassle. Finding the end will be a hassle. I don't want to be hassled right now. Plus, I'd also have to take off the chest and everything. Like, everything that was sewed down, I'd have to take it off. And I don't want to do that. Look at her tail. So cute. So, yeah. She's way bigger than most people's are. And I also realized something, like, interesting and kind of shocking about this yarn. So, let me see if I could find an end. This, I originally thought that because the loops, I mean the Hobby Lobby one, whenever I see people with it, it's like the fur is only on one side, so I just assumed that this one, it was like 2 of them attached, but it's actually 3 strands of that yarn winded together. So it's like they're a little bit, I think they're a little bit shorter Because if it was just the Hobby Lobby one by itself, I think their fur would be a little bit longer. But because they're three wanded together, they obviously are a little bit shorter. But it's like, noticing that, I'm like, well, instead of this being, 50 yards, yeah, 56 yards, this is really like 150, 160 plus yards. So I'm like, if I really do want to make another one, I can separate those. Maybe even just do the double versus the triple stranded. And see, I would start with the leg to see how big it is, because these were some thick bad boys. So I'm like, I definitely want to make it again. I also put on these bows with the ribbon and added the bells, of course. And all I did was I got these rubber bands from some flowers that I got yesterday. So I just took them, looped them through each of them, and just hooked it on. So, like, that's how they're staying on her ears right now. I think I might keep her for myself since she's big, my first one. There's a few mistakes with, the placement of the head. Like, it literally in the pattern, it was like, make sure you center it. And I did try, but it was just hard. Like, the way my computer, my desk is just covered in fur and with yarn, and I just had it up to here. So I think I might make, if I try it with like just one strand or whatever, I want to see what that looks like. But I am tired. My hands were hurting, but it's been, actually, I've finished this like maybe 2 hours ago. Took pictures and all that, even posted it already. But before coming to finish this video, but I was gonna start working on, like, start my next video and start working on this blanket. But yeah, I'm not doing that. So I might do that tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I might start that video tomorrow. But this one, she's done. And she's got bells. I'm so happy. So let me go grab my other, actually, let me go over there and show you everything that we made so far for Christmas, even if some of them aren't gifts. I also decided that I'm gonna post this video before the video actually making these hats, because I want this video to come out in December. And if I keep posting in order of how I filmed, this video would come out in January, February. So I'm gonna post this one and the next one before I post the other. Or I'm just gonna have to like post more videos in the month to get that what I want. But these are the two hats. One is for my uncle, one is for my stepdad. We have the first bunny, which I still don't know. Like, I still think I could give it to somebody, but right now, unclaimed. And then we have this buddy, Rattles. And honestly, I'm like, I really want to remake this bunny in green, which I was planning to anyway. But I'm thinking about trying something else for the eyes. And if the eyes are cuter on that one, I'm gonna use that one as the gift for the baby. But if not, this would be the gift for the baby. Because again, I didn't use safety eyes so that it would be safe for a baby. And this bliss yarn feels so good. And then, of course, we have my big reindeer, which the eyes do keep getting lost in the fur, which is why I really do wish that I had 22 millimeter, 20 or 22 mil. I think 22 would have been a good size for this big plushie. Yeah, I think when I make the next one, and if it's smaller, these 18s will make it look more doe-eyed and just cuter. Like, bigger eyes make plushies look cuter, in my opinion. So this is my girl, and this is the end of the video. I hope you guys like this video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell me in the comments what you're planning on making for your Christmas. Oh, if you're making anything, or what you're getting people for Christmas. I'm definitely thinking about remaking this, and hopefully it's smaller, and then I'll give it to my niece. Because when I was making this, I thought about giving it to my niece, but right now I don't want to give her this one. So I want to keep this one. I'm proud of it. It's like my first plushie with this kind of yarn. I'm keeping it for myself. So I'll make another one, and that will be my niece's gift. So stay tuned for the next video where I'll be making a dog for my cousin's girlfriend, blankets, and possibly another deer and another bunny. So we have at least 4 things on the docket that we're gonna be making.